So, who do you think you are? The question of who do you think you are comes from a bit of disconnect. As we get older, it's almost like we detach from who we are at our core as we're influenced by society, our parents, our peers. And I think checking in with the younger versions of ourselves can tell us all that we need to know. Hey guys, I think I did entirely too much. Okay, here he go. Goodness gracious. He learned how to do one thing. I promise y'all, this one particular... Are you okay? Every other day, they learn how to do something new, okay? The newest thing has been between jumping on my... Are you okay, Bookie Butt? Are you okay? Are you okay, Bookie Butt? Okay, the latest thing has been between jumping on my window ledge. That's one. And then the other thing is jumping on my bathroom sink. So now one of them, it's really just one of them. The boy, Mayor, my orange cat. He's now discovered to like sit on the toilet seat and then get up on the sink. Or he'll just jump from the floor to the toilet seat. To the sink. So... he was just trying to jump on my ledge as he sees me over here. I'm still adjusting. I think that's my word for the month is adjust. You know, I'm not used to it yet. I'm just not. The following me around everywhere, like literally just everything I do is just. So, yeah. What was I gonna say? Happy new week. Honestly, I did want to tell you guys yesterday when I was filming in my car, I did buy a new gadget inspired by D Dames. He is so I'm gonna get into that next part of that later, but I've been not binge watching, but I watch him. He's now on my regular watch list, but he's inspired me to buy this little gadget. It's called a small rig. It just looks like this. It says small rig. I repainted my nails. But it's a small rig, and basically it's kind of like a mini tripod. So this is the clamp part, and it literally just clamps onto anything, and then you connect your camera to this part, which of course you can adjust and move around. I gotta do it with this hand. And there goes my heat. But you know, you just kind of move it like this, and this is like I'm talking about D Dames, he always has these really cool angles. Like he'll be on the train and he'll just be like, because he lives in New York, so he'll be on the train and he's like traveling and the camera's like back there, and I'm like, it really takes a certain level of like bravery almost to film and like in public so boldly. Basically, I haven't reached that level yet, but I feel like this little gadget can help me a little bit. Even just filming in like a grocery store. I do that sometimes, but it's usually just with my camera, like a little 1-2. But as far as like clamping my camera to the cart, I'll now be able to do that at least. And again, it just serves like such an easy purpose. Like this is so convenient. And it's funny because I will always wonder like how the creators would do like the vlogging in the car. I love a backseat vlog. Like I love when I'm driving and you can like the camera's in the back seat and it's just like watching me drive. I love that vibe. Now how I was doing it before, I had my tripod. Okay, I would literally just put my phone on my tripod and literally have this in the back seat. Of course I would lower it, but I would literally just have this in the back seat because it just made the most sense. Bookie Butt, I'm just showing them something real quick. But I would just literally just hook my camera up to this and just like I would literally have one hand on the pole trying to balance it in the back seat because I'm like, oh, the camera has to stay steady. So like I would be struggling so bad, and I'm like, I don't know why I never just Googled what was like the best way to do it, but a small rig is perfect because I just hooked this up to like the seat, the head part of the headrest part of the seat, the little bar. I just put it on there and I was like, oh, wow, that's how creators be doing it. Wow, I'll take it. So I love just binge watching his content, and I'm gonna get into just watching. I've been watching more male influencers more than I have ever before. Bookie Butt, not my shirt. Excuse me. Trying to vlog. See, this is what I be talking about. I can't. Not like I can't, but it really takes a lot of getting used to on my part. I question whether I can handle it sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I question whether, am I supposed to be a cat mom? Like, is this supposed to be my destiny? Is this supposed to be what I can, like, do? You know? And it also just speaks to, like, how I would be with kids. Like, I've never, and it's so funny, I know I'm jumping from topic to topic, but I've always said to myself that when I was younger, I could never picture myself pregnant. Like, I could never picture myself like that when I was younger. You know how, like, you grow up with other little girls and they're like, oh, like, I had my little baby, and not saying I didn't play with baby dolls, but it just never went past that. Like, even as like a teenager or like in high school, like I could just never picture myself pregnant, basically. And I think it kind of speaks to who I am now. It's just like, maybe that was like, maybe kids are not in my cards. And this is an example of that, because it's just like, am I ready for this type of commitment? Am I ready for this type of, like, responsibility? It kind of just goes back into that. And I've just been questioning myself on it more than I ever had before. Like, woo, is this for me? You know what I'm saying? Is this for me? But yeah, so I'm getting it together. I'm trying to get it together. But that's it for right now. Oh, what else I need to slow down. Like, what else I was gonna say? I did too much with my skin. I had a little bit too much dip on my chip in my last vlog. I am, like, breaking out, like, all right here, like, really just in this eye area. So I've been, like, I know y'all can't really see. Y'all can't really see. Like, my skin is so rough, like, right about here and a little bit here. Now my skin still looks good for the most part, but goodness gracious, I think I just did a little bit too much. I introduced my skin to too many products at one time. So I've been suffering the consequences. So what I've been doing is taking it easy on the skincare. Throughout this vlog, I'll show you guys what I've been doing when my skin starts to get irritated. Either I won't do my skin, I'll, like, slow down on my skin routine, kind of like leave my skin alone. I will just do, like, a moisturizer. Oh, y'all, please. He jumped on her and she ran into the wall, basically. But I'll show y'all what I've been doing with my skin, so that I just kind of, like, leave it alone, be very gentle with it, that type of thing. So, yeah. My little Shein haul. Goodness gracious, I can't put my food anywhere without them wanting to get to it. Like, there's nowhere for my food to go that they can't reach. So I just made some oatmeal. So I made, like, a little bowl of oatmeal, and then I have some tea. So yeah, my little Shein haul. I really wasn't going to shop on Shein initially. I don't know if I told y'all, if I explained this to y'all or not, but I'm just, like, monitoring them because I don't want them to jump in my hot stuff. I basically didn't want to shop on there in the first place, but I told y'all I'm going on a trip, and I was like, I need summer clothes that are still within my budget. It was just, like, kind of like one of those things. And I ended up just getting some jewelry too, which I actually really love. My favorite, what's y'all favorite jewelry out of the little haul? Because first of all, I love the Morgann earrings. Like, they're only $5. I'll have everything linked below. They were only $5, And then also, I love the silver dangly earrings with the little silver balls. They're probably one of my favorite ones. Then the little the gold hoops, they kind of look like they're like clumped together. I don't know, I can't really explain it. The rings are gorgeous. The bracelet that I first showed y'all, I thought it was a necklace at first. I wasn't reading, I guess, but the bracelet is cute. It still fits my wrist good enough. And yeah, so I'm not mad at it at all. I did get some clothes too, of course, which I'll be able to show you guys when I'm actually on the trip. I do have a Pilates class. It's 8:15 now, but my Pilates class isn't until 10:30, so I'm just gonna chill a little bit up until then, and then I'll be back.
The question becomes, who are you? Who are you outside of the glitz and the glam, outside of social influences, outside of the people around you? What were you connected to in the past? What do you tell yourself at night when you're all alone? Try asking the people that you grew up with what you were like as a child and see what they say. Look at those old pictures that are deep in your photo albums, yearbooks even, and Google Photos.
I'm off today, and I was just gonna use the day to chill because yesterday, I did stuff yesterday basically, and I was like, you know what, I love a day where I'm just not doing anything. But honestly, I need to go and do some work, low-key. Like, I need to go and do some stuff. So I'm actually gonna use today to go to a coffee shop. I wasn't really trying to buy anything because I went grocery shopping yesterday, so I'm like, I'm not really trying to buy any food necessarily. Like, girl, you got food at the crib. But, child, when I go in there, it's like, you can't go to a coffee shop and not get a coffee. Like, I don't know. And I also forgot to get coffee. I didn't get any cold brew, or I didn't get any instant coffee. So I'm probably going to end up stopping and getting some, just so I have some in the house. I'm not, like, stopping at the store for it or whatever. Why am I putting this in here? I'm using this bag to take my computer and stuff. I also have yet to finish my newsletter, girl. So I'm gonna go and do that because I've been working on it. But I guess like January just kind of was like a brain fart almost. Like, I just was like, what am I gonna write about? Here's Marley. Girl, they irked me this morning. Just hype for food. Like, I hate that. And I knew it was gonna come a time where one of them knew how to get on my kitchen counter. And it was Mayor, of course, because he's bigger, number one. And he also is the hype one. Like, he's always trying to get up on stuff. So I knew there was going to come a time where they would learn how to get on my kitchen counter. I was not looking forward to it. This morning was the morning. So now he jumping up to get the food. And, like, that is very overstimulating. That's so overstimulating. And I kept, like, putting him down. And he's just, like, so hype. I'm just like, yo. I was reading a comment section. Oops, sorry. I was reading a comment section, and somebody said they feed their cats twice a day. I feed them 3 times a day. Then somebody else said they feed their cats 4 times a day. So it's just like, it varies apparently. Well, clearly, I feed them 3 times a day. Like, how many times? It's like, how many times do we have to go through this? You know what I'm saying? So maybe I should start like, hello, my camera has like, the flaps of my camera are coming off and they try to bite on the flaps every single time. But maybe I should just let them free feed. Like, I'll leave some food out maybe overnight, so by the time I get up in the morning, it's not like they ain't ate, they about to die. It's not nothing extra, you know, because that irks me. Like, I be like, yo, like, y'all gotta chill. Y'all not starving, I promise. Like, y'all just ate. Dang, you know. But anyway, I'm gonna take the small rig, I guess. I think I told y'all about this already, right? Where you like, I don't even know, girl. But you know, the small rig where you can clamp it on anything and, you know, and film like that. So I'm gonna take this with me. I love how small it is. It's like super compact. Literally just throw it in. I had it in here, you know, so. And I'm gonna take my mini tripod so I can put y'all up. But again, I'm just gonna be doing some work in a coffee shop, nothing serious. Excuse me. And that's it. I'm wearing my Amazon earrings. You can also find these on Franshause, which I thought was really cute. So yeah. Be back later. Hey y'all. Maturing is realizing that I'm just really attached to the old versions of myself. And
I think that can be good and bad, like kind of simultaneously. It can be good because you kind of see yourself a little bit more clearly when you look in your history. Like when you look at your old self, you can kind of figure out what your patterns were, what you like the most about yourself, what you like doing, just different things about yourself when you look at the past. You can look at those patterns and determine like what is good for you. What do you need to change about yourself, if anything? What do you need to keep? What do you need to check in with? Being attached to the old version of yourself can be bad if you're using it as like a crutch, or if you're using your history or your experiences as an excuse, or you're not like looking to heal the younger version of yourself. So I feel like it has to be like a balance, basically. There's like a sense of give and take, and you have to like sometimes sever the roots of those old habits in order for the leaves and the branches of your new self to grow. You know, let's go inside. Okay, I moved my little stand over here. I have to be very particular about my space because I need outlets for some stuff. So like my mirror, I had to take the lights off of my mirror. I put my plant here. This was on top of that glass like tier thing. Like the plant was on top of here, over there where the plant is now. So I just basically like moved the structure. That was something that I made the mask. I have to find somewhere to put it. All my little artwork when I be painting and stuff, and then my perfumes are all down here. I have like my JBL speaker, my earphones, and then I have like some jewelry. I have like some knickknacks up here. My hands are ashy, but this is just like my bedside stuff. Pens, lip stuff. I have like some, what is this little spray? This is the, oh yeah, this is the catnip mist, and then this is like this other spray is like a little bed spray that I got from like Osea, right? And then like a lighter, a bunch of pens and stuff because I be doing stuff in my bed, so I like this bedside. Anyway, my mirror is here. I'm backlit clearly, which is not my favorite, but I need some places to put stuff. I had to take my lights off of the top of my mirror because there's no outlet over here, so that's annoying. So I have to find somewhere else for my lights to go. Okay, mind you, I haven't had anywhere to sit. My other chair broke it like months and months and months ago, so that's why I was like, let me buy something like so I can sit on, and then I moved the table out so that I can actually sit on it. They're playing, so I can actually sit on it. And then I just ate over there, which is cool, but they were bothering me, of course. The cat tree being here is annoying because they tend to want to climb from the cat tree on the table, which is not what I wanted them to do, but I don't have anywhere else to put it. I guess maybe I could move it over this way some more, but then it'll just feel like more closed in. Like I need to back some stuff up. I don't know, whatever. But I guess I kind of wanted like just a revamp sort of, and again somewhere that I can situate myself and do some work. But I really didn't have a space to like sit besides my bed, and then they're on top of me. I just needed to get my table stuff together basically. So that's all we got. That was where I went, was at home. I don't think I told y'all that, but it was at home. I don't know if I told y'all that or not. But yeah, I'm about to wash these dishes because I just ate, and then chill. Yeah, I had to create a little space for myself. Like I had to, you know. My grandma actually put the bug back in my ear about getting a chair, because when she came over, we were like having a brief conversation about how I don't have anywhere for anyone else to sit. And it's kind of funny because, you know, I think I'm not an interior designer, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Well, I guess I have some ideas, but I was going to say the best place, I don't know the best way to operate in this space as far as like furniture and like things go. I do think that if I had a smaller bed and stuff like that, it would probably make a little bit more sense. But, you know, I'm just rocking with what I got. So again, I had to create like my own little space. And again, and my grandma reminded me about a chair, was like, oh, okay, I need to get somewhere for me to sit. And then it just worked out perfectly.
So I'm happy to have like a little section, a little area. I haven't like done some real sit down content because, you know, again, I didn't have a chair. So I'm looking forward to, I guess, not even doing sit down content, but even just like makeup videos and things that I haven't done in a while, because I didn't have anywhere to do it except for my bathroom, which is like, or if I sat on the floor, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, so literally on the topic of who are you, I am someone who needs a safe space. Like that is me at my core. I definitely need my little like bubble, or just like my alone time, and like that is 100% me. I need a routine, I need structure. Like that is who I am, honestly, truly. And it's funny because now that we're having this like who are you type of conversation, of course I want to extend the conversation out to you guys. Like, even if you don't comment, even if you just kind of think about it, like, who am I at my core, and what am I doing that would align with who I am, or what am I doing that makes sense, whether it's something current, whether it's something in the past that you were doing before that you're like, maybe you need to reintegrate into your routine so that you feel more like yourself if you've lost that, you know what I mean? So y'all know that I'm having a vision board party. So of course I've been creating my, well, a vision book party. I've been like renaming it to a vision book party because it's really a book. It's really about the vision book. But you guys know I've been creating mine, of course. And there was a page in here that I actually did before I even thought about doing a dedicated like concept on YouTube. Like I thought about, like I did this page before this topic even like really came to my brain. But I guess in a way it was like my brain, I guess technically. But I created a page that was like different things that I am. And it's just so funny that, again, I came back to this concept. Like God was like, put it back in my brain basically. This is what the page looks like. Now, of course, I'm going to make it closer. But the picture I used was, of course, defend Black womanhood. But all around it, I know the light is bright, but all around it, you can, these are like different ways that I describe myself. And this is in my thoughts tab where I'm just like jotting down different things that I think, or maybe like keep this portion of my vision book as like a journal feel. But things that I wrote around defend Black women are: I am love, I am a daughter, I am genuine, I am smart, I am a creative, I am courageous, I am a child of God, I'm a Sag, I am strong, I'm a sister, I am silly, I'm a connector, I am gifted, I am a creature of habit. Like I literally wrote all these different things that I am, and it's just so funny that, again, this topic like kind of came back around. But this is just kind of like a little, not a brain dump, but kind of like affirmations almost, or, you know, not even affirmations, but just ways to describe myself. I wrote, I am grateful, I am a Black woman, you know what I'm saying? Like I wrote down all those different types of things that sometimes you not need a reminder of, because again, these are very like basic things about myself. Like I'm a daughter, like just different things that would describe me basically. So I love that, actually. I love how it like came full circle. I love that. So again, just kind of extending the conversation to you guys, and just like, how would you define yourself, maybe like on a deeper level even. And it's just been something that I've been thinking about in general, especially as I've been creating these changes in my space. Like, what does that mean for who I am at my core? Because even earlier in the vlog I was talking about like, is this for me? Like, am I supposed to be a cat mom? Because that would technically be something that I would add to this page. But like, does that align with who I am at my core? Basically, that was kind of like where I was getting at with that thought process. So just kind of things to think about. But today is Saturday. I got off work at 3, so I've been chilling for the most part. My friend Monty said that they were doing something tonight, but I'm not sure, because I really wanted to make dinner. I literally had one of my goals on my little planner is to make dinner, like cook for myself more often. Things that like eat real food, eat real food. I saw a TikTok of this guy saying that before, and he was like giving different meals that he has made that were like real food, not like the frozen stuff, not the canned stuff, but like real food. And now granted, we do live in America. I mean, if you're watching this, most likely So, you know, we do have like the GMOs and all the things that they create and put in our stuff. I literally just saw a TikTok about how people can't find seeded watermelons anymore, or seeded grapes. I have not seen a seeded grape in a while. I actually didn't even think about that. But like how you can't, if you don't have a seeded watermelon, you can't replant it. And I thought that was really interesting. And I'm like, wow, they're taking away certain stuff. So again, we do have things that we have to deal with the food that we buy. But again, just eating real food that's not, like I said, canned, not a frozen meal, not fast food. So I'm like, Morgan, get in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Get in the kitchen. So I have like 3 drumsticks. Again, it's just, y'all know it's just me. So I have like 3 drumsticks that I thought about putting in my crock pot, but my crock pot is literally tiny. So I'm like, this is not going to work. I would need much smaller pieces of chicken if I wanted to do that. And again, I would have had to start it like earlier. Like that needs to be, that's like an off day thing. So I'm going to like put some stuff in the oven and just like chill. Again, I'm not sure if I want to go out because I wanted to cook dinner and just kind of like make my night just relaxing. I had an early shift today. I love that for myself. And yeah, so I'm about to start dinner. I guess I'll do like a little B-roll situation and y'all can, I guess, kind of see what I make.
I wish I never met at all. Oh, I've been hurt so much inside. It was love at first sight. I know from the way she looked at me. Her eyes said it all. Long days and nights we spent until she dropped the bomb on me. But when she said that she was unhappily married with children, and I wish I never met her at all, even though I love her so, but she got love for me.
So I was telling y'all earlier in the vlog that my skin was acting funny. Like all in this vicinity just felt really rough. I couldn't really explain it, but it's like, you know, when your skin feels a little off, and it was literally just like around my eyes. Now I did, in my last vlog, I did use a couple new things, which again, I don't patch test. A lot of people don't, I guess, but I do think that using a couple different things all at one time kind of just like, my skin was like, whoa, girl, what are you doing? So I was gonna show you guys what I use to like feel like my skin was back. Like my skin doesn't feel rough anymore. So I just went with a gentle cleanser, and the one that I always flock to is the La Roche-Posay, the hydrating gentle cleanser, because again, my skin just felt like rough and dry. It just needed some hydration. But I really like this one. Anytime my skin feels a little rough, I flock to this one because it really just needs a break. And what I did also is I literally just stopped my nighttime skin routine. I probably should have done it the opposite way, but my theory was like in the morning I in the morning I wanted a fresh face in the morning, and then put like my sunscreen and my moisturizers. Like I wanted to do that in the morning, but again I probably was supposed to do it the other way around. But basically just like stop all my skin stuff. Like I literally was like, you know what, I'm not touching my face at all. Just let my face heal as it's supposed to. And that was like kind of the vibe of it. And I think it's doing better. I feel like it was a little sensitive, and I'm trying to figure out what the culprit is. But I did start using this other new toner because it's from Mixic. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this, but excuse me, I don't know if they sent me PR or if this was like a gift. I'm not really sure, but this was the only toner that I had in my house at the time. I ran out of my regular Laneige toner, my cream skin, so I was like, okay, what else do I have in my house that I can just use instead of going out and buying something new? But I really probably should have just stuck to what my original products were, like my regulars. Because again, I'm not sure why my skin feels sensitive. I'm trying to like take it easy basically. So what else did I do this morning? I didn't use a toner this morning. I'm going to take a toner break while I figure out if that toner is the one that's making my skin sensitive. So what I did instead was I used what was that serum? I ended up just using the snail mucin, which is not as well. I think essence goes before a serum. So essence goes before a toner. So I just ended up using this, and then I ended up just spraying with the Tower 28, which I do think gives me some extra hydration. Like my skin doesn't feel dry right now, so I basically just use these two, SOS, and then I'm just gonna put a moisturizer on, and I guess a sunscreen. I've been trying to take it easy for the most part, but I definitely need an SPF. So that's been the skin update. Hopefully this upcoming week is my trip, so hopefully my skin looks fine by the time my trip comes and I'm not out there struggling. I did have a pimple on my forehead, so I've just been trying to like get the skin together. I do need to wash my makeup brushes. Right now I'm about to just use this Caudalie moisturizer, but again, this goes back to me like using random stuff, girl, because this has always been in my skin routine, honestly. Trying to find the culprit. Like, I'm okay with using my regulars, like things that I've used in the past. Anything new is what I'm like questioning. But I also mentioned earlier in my vlog that I've been watching more male creators, and I always mention, well, I have mentioned to you guys earlier, I mentioned D-Dames. I did link his channel below, so if you guys want to check out like his art, because I feel like his vlogs are so intentional, and they have a storyline and stuff like that. A lot of people vlog because there's different vlogging styles I've identified, of course. So I thought about making a TikTok about it too. There's different vlogging styles, and his vlogging style is more on the storytelling side of his life, as opposed to random vlogging, or as opposed to montages. Or some people vlog and they just like chat the entire time and never give you a montage. So it's like people enjoy a mixture of things. I like a mixture of things, but I do like his stuff because it's more story timey type of situation. It's like you're learning about him and stuff like that. And some people don't like that, which I've discovered recently. After I saw a post of people talking about Kyra Amunique, they're like, oh well, you know, we don't like her new vlogging style or whatever, because it's too like animated, it's too not intentional, but it's too scripted. It feels too like curated. That's the word I'm looking for. So some people don't like that, you know. So he's someone I've been watching. Of course, Ron Doug, I've been watching. His edits are so great. And it's funny because I recently saw Aaliyah's Face do that like same layover type of edit, where it's like the scenes are transitioning from one to another, and it looks really cool, and it's like the next scene is layered into the other one. That always looks really cool when you know how to do it well. So I like watching him. Of course, Phil Kofer. He's actually the first guy I started watching on YouTube. Fun fact. I'm like, oh, I'm not subscribed to any men at all, and then I ended up coming across, well, I came across this video, and then I realized that I don't watch any men at all on YouTube. I'm a girl's girl when it comes to the tube, child. Like, I usually watch a girl's vlog, but watching men's vlog is kind of interesting. I feel like I'm learning different patterns about the way they vlog in comparison to my own, and just in comparison to some of the girls that I do watch. So it's interesting. That was just Paula's Choice sunscreen. I am gonna lay my edges down. My hair, I really need to take it out. I've been debating, y'all, on whether I wanted to take my hair off for my trip. Is that crazy? I was like, I can get away with it, like just wear it up in a bun, because when it's in a bun, like you can't tell that it, well, you can tell that it needs to be redone, but not as bad. I just didn't set aside the time or the money to make another appointment. Like, I would have to get braids. I'm clearly not getting my hair straightened. I'm going to a warm place. I might get my hair straightened. The other option would be for me to wear my natural hair out, but that means I would have to be there doing it. Like, that's just like one more thing that I just, girl, I'm not sure if I want to do. For my edges, I use Got To Be. So this morning I ended up feeding the kitties, so I am going to just chill up until I have to go to work, and I guess do some brainstorming. I'll probably edit a bit of this vlog before I leave out. I'll make breakfast too, y'all. Yesterday, that chicken, okay, like I don't want to hear nothing. I want to never hear Morgan can't cook. Not that anyone ever said that, but I was like, yo, that's so good. It was a TikTok recipe that I follow. Basically, I just like seasoned the chicken. Y'all saw what I was doing, but basically I put it in the oven for an hour and a half, covered. When I took it out, I basted, I don't know if that's the right term, if I'm supposed to put the ED on that, but I put like some of the salt or some of the broth back on the chicken, like kind of just like basting it and covering the chicken, and then I took the I kept the aluminum foil off for the next half an hour, and I just let it like cook. Now before I put it in the oven, I did take off some of the skin. I don't like soggy baked chicken skin. I hate that. It's like a texture thing, you know. It's like, ugh, I don't want nothing soggy, just like so I cut all of that off so that by the time the chicken was done, it's kind of like just meat almost. I tore that chicken up. It was good, and I think it was a perfect amount because, again, y'all know it's just me, so it's like I can take some to work today. I can put some of it in something else. The rice and stuff I had gotten from my aunt because she had cooked it, and I went over there and grabbed some stuff. So I was like, oh, let me use some of her rice. I don't even have to make it on the side. And I got some kale, and I've recently started buying the shiitake mushrooms after I saw Kennedy talking about them. And I'm like, I've never really tried to make mushrooms on my own. My arm is itching. I never tried to make mushrooms on my own, and honestly, like, I can't really taste them. Like when they're mixed in with the kale, I can't really taste them. I was actually like pleasantly surprised by that, and I was like, I can see myself finishing my little container of mushrooms because I just be mixing it in with the kale. So I'm going to probably make that for breakfast so that I can get rid of it, you know, so I'm not wasting it. Of course, I go on the trip this week, so I do want to use up some of my groceries throughout this week, cook more. That was one of my goals, so I have to write in my little checkbook that I cooked, another little notch under the belt. And that's it. Again, I do have to work, so I'm gonna just chill. Let me know how you guys feel about like a different type of vlogging style, and let me know. I would love to hear some feedback, even if you DM me on Instagram or something. So yeah, that's it. I will see you guys in my next vlog. Okay, bye. See, if it's in a bun, it don't look that bad. I feel like I can get away with it, low key. Now when it's down, it's a different story because then you can really see my fuzzies, but I'm not mad at it. Double text.